This is line 262. All right, so this line is from George Benson on the recording Body Talk. It's a really wonderful line, and it's one of those long extended lines. The whole solo is pretty amazing. It's a 8-minute song or something like that, and he just solos on and on and on and on. He has an awful lot to say all the time. But anyhow, this line is it's based out of like an E minor type or an E7 type of sound. Now, when we're dealing with E7s, you have a lot of different things that you can do with them. You can do your typical Mixolydian scales. You can do your minor pentatonic. You can do your major pentatonic. You can do your Coltrane pentatonic. You know, that sort of sound. So there's a lot of different stuff you could do, but one of the coolest things in the bebop idiom is to combine lines that come really from like a B minor type of sound and then to the E sound. And what that is like a 2-5-1. So we're working through the sounds of the 2 and 5 in the key of A major, basically. So we're just thinking of this as an extension of the 5 chord, the 2 chord. So a lot of times you'll hear guys playing these like over top of this, and that's a really cool sound, sort of a Charlie Parker bebop sound. So you go from these, and that's sort of like a Pat Martino approach. That's what he often does, and so those sort of lines that are really like B minor type of lines. Okay, so let me start right into it. It starts on beat 2, so it's 1, 2, and I'm going to do a rake through right up that little B minor thing, and that's sort of the sound of this going back to the third of that. Then I go to the E note, and that gets me this little like almost like an F sharp 7 over the B minor, so, and then to that E7, so it's an approach note, so. And you hear this, again, classic bebop sounds. And this really shows off his understanding of Charlie Parker's playing. This really comes from the Charlie Parker world. Then I'm going to go up a little G sharp half diminished, F sharp minor 7, E7, and I'm going to pull these off, D major 7, C sharp minor 7, and then I'm going to go on the downbeat into a B minor 7, beep, ba da da, dee da da da. Okay, so let me take that again. And just that little part there is really cool sounding. If you just did that, you would sound really great. Okay, so. Then I'm going to go into a little like E arpeggio, and then which is like a, again, B minor 7. Okay, so let me take it that far again. Oh, and actually, he does that same note that he did there, that approach note from that like F sharp 7 thing. So. And then he resolves. So it's like a... And actually, he finished the phrase like this. And you can take it down to that then. Okay, so let me play the whole phrase again. Something like that. All right, so let's put this thing in context. And that's line 262.